start of Mt.Anne is, I think it's like 6 AM. Starting to get a little bit of sunrise. 15 kilometers return, is it? Just going to carry the Ronin. Yay! The night before the hike, we drove into the Huon campground from Launceston, stayed there for the night, and then we got up at, I think, 4:30, packed up and drove back around to the Mt.Anne car park and started hiking at 6. Very steep as balls. I'm dying. Ronan had done Mt.Anne once before, but I'd never been into the Southwest National Park, so this was all new territory for me. It was really exciting. I've done quite a few hikes around Tasmania, and I really wasn't expecting views as nice as this. The sunrise was absolutely an addition to the scenery. It was so beautiful. The stars were really, really bright, and there was no clouds in the sky, which was such a bonus. Real. Oh my god, look how bright it is now. It's so pretty. You can see all the fog sitting in the valley in this mountain, and we were starting to get a little bit worried that maybe the fog would rise and cover the views at the top, so we kind of attempted to speed up around this part, but it didn't last very long, unfortunately. Oh my god, such a slog. About to go up into the rocky stuff. There's Mt.Anne. I have no idea how far in we are, but it's got to be a couple kilometres at least. This was a really exciting part of the trail. We were just summiting Mt.Eliza, and this was my first ever look at Federation Peak, which is a real staple for Tasmanian hiking. We were a few kilometres into the hike now and decided to stop for our first major snack break. This really gave us a lot of energy after a bit of jerky and some muesli bars. While we were summiting Mt.Eliza, we actually got humbled by a trail runner who ran past us. It was about 7, maybe 7:30 AM, so we checked the logbook when we got back, and his name was below ours. He actually ran the entire 24-kilometre circuit, which is 1,700 metres of elevation gain, and completed it before us. This section was the last little push for the summit. It got a little bit sketchy with about 10 minutes to go. There was some cliff faces that we had to scooch across and a little bit of rock climbing. That was a bit more intense than anything else. But once we made it to the top, we were surrounded by clouds on one side, which is a really, really cool illusion that I've always wanted to experience. And on the other side, we have perfect blue skies and views. I took lots of photos at the top on the Canon 80D, but unfortunately didn't really take any videos because we were having lunch and just chatting and a little bit exhausted. On the way back down, my knees were starting to get really sore, especially on the rock hopping. and the last probably 2 kilometers was an absolute slog, and I was very excited to get it done, even though the views were still absolutely stunning. After 10 hours, we completed Mt.Anne and it was sensational.